I want to begin by appreciating Norbert for inviting me. I've known Norbert since 2017, where he was my classmate. We were in the same class at Makerere University. Norbert was my friend. Norbert was a classmate. And now Norbert is a brother. In class, Norbert was a top student. Norbert excelled in class. We used to sit and do numbers together. So today, Norbert called me and said we will be celebrating the birthday of his son. So when I see Alpha, and I see the mother, and I see Norbert, this is a sign that the same way Norbert excelled in class is the same way he's excelling outside class. For that, we thank God. We live in a world in which there are so many problems. Out of the over 7.5 billion people who have lived on earth, who among them do you think is the most dangerous? Think about it. African wisdom teaches that it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a whole village to raise one child. So, gathered here today, we are all the villagers who are supposed to raise this one child. The question then becomes, what are you going to do? Today, you are here to celebrate a birthday. Beyond the birthday, what do we do to make sure we raise this boy into somebody who can change the world? As you move in this country, you see a lot of problems in the streets. And all the problems in the world, there are people responsible for all of them. All those people were once young, like Alpha. The question then becomes, what went wrong? Why did Osama bin Laden become a terrorist? He was once like Alpha, a young boy. What happened? What went wrong where? When a child like this grows up and becomes someone the world can look up to, that means the villagers did a good job to raise the child. But if a child becomes someone who is dangerous to the world, it means the people around the child did not do a good job. So today we must live here with a plan, knowing we have to make a contribution to raise this boy. As I move around the world, and I move, I feel a lot of pain when I see young people, young people, who are supposed to be useful to the world, living reckless lives. And they're here, in Juba here, they're here. If you walk in the street, you see young children sleeping on the street, eating from the garbage pit, lacking what to wear. A conscious citizen will feel some pain. One of the greatest problems we have in the world today is lack of parental. A young boy like Alpha can become anything. We don't know whose birthday we are celebrating today. 20 years from today, we do not know who this boy will become. There was A young man who joined the army. His son went to the training school. In the training school, there were so many beautiful ladies. And they were dressed recklessly, exposing their bodies. So this young man went to the army commander and said, these beautiful ladies are giving me hard times. I cannot focus on the training. Because every time I want to focus, a beautiful girl comes around and I get distracted. What did the army commander do? He picked a cup and poured water in the cup and gave to the young man and told him, you are going to walk around this field with a cup of water in your hand. If the water pours down, I will shoot you. If the water pours down, a drop, you will die. So he gave the cup to the young man. The man started walking around the field of training. The man walked 5 times around the field. Then the army commander called him and asked him, did you see the beautiful girls? He said, I never saw them. The man said, why? Because I was focused on the cup. So I took up the cup so that the water could not pour because I was going to die. What is the moral of this story? Every child is like that cup with the water. If you don't take care of that cup with the water, it can fall down and you can lose the water. There are so many old people today who are living lives of regrets because they did not take care of the cup well with the water. So they lost it. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? There are some parents who wake up every morning with a question. What crime is my son going to commit today? Because that is what their children are not for. But there are parents whose children are blessings. So we need to work so hard to raise our children. Every child is your child. Therefore, do everything you can do to raise every child. If we want to secure the future of this country, then we need to invest in the children. For some of the old people, the damage has been done. There's nothing we can do for them. But if we really want to change the world, it begins in the homes with the children. There was a great woman called Mother Teresa. She lived in India. One day this woman was asked a question by a journalist that how can I bring peace all over the world? What should I do to bring peace in the whole world? This woman in her wisdom said, go home and love your family. So, what is the meaning of that answer? Families make up communities. Communities make up countries. And countries make up the world. That means if we can change a family by changing the members, then we can change the communities. Then we can change the countries. Then we can change the world. Thank you so much.